up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, back again with some more Pokemon content. So I really liked the what we did last time with the possible Mega Evolutions. So I was thinking, with Legends Arceus, we're probably not gonna get any Megas. So I was thinking, what about if they had some Sinnoh Forms? So, of course, if you want more content from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification, because we want to grow the channel. I've been out for a minute, but I am back. So, let's do this. Top 8 Sinnoh Forms that we could possibly see in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, Magnemite. Alright, so this one's an interesting one, because there's this thing I learned a thing. I learned a thing. So there are these things called lodestones, and they're essentially these magnetic stones. And people don't exactly know why they have a higher magnetic field than other objects on Earth, but they do. And they're completely stone. They're not metal at all. Some people think it's because of some sort of effect of getting struck by lightning, but for whatever it is, these stones are magnetic. And I'm like, Magneton or Magnemite would be perfect for this. So kind of like a prehistoric or an older version of Magnemite would be like these lodestones, like a rock electric type Pokemon. And to my knowledge, I don't think we have a rock electric type. Of course, he would have Magnet Pull. He would have Iron Barbs because, of course, the appearance would be kind of like this lodestone right here, where it's got like these kind of metal hairs, you know what I'm saying? But it's basically from all these particles of iron that it's pulled out of the air, and it's on its body, so it gets iron barbs. And weak armor for the very same reason. So the weak armor version, you can knock some of the the material and stuff off of him, and you'll get the same effect of weak armor. So yeah. So the Dodrio family. So this one's an interesting one, because if you remember, there have been like these big, massive, like kind of prehistoric birds called like moa, and of course they were hunted into extinction by early Polynesian, humans and settlers and whatnot. And I'm thinking, like, why not have like a more vicious version of Dodrio? So of course this one would be normal fighting, because we got to do one of those, because that's a really cool typing. He would have Intimidate and Tough Claws, because moas and emus and these big massive birds use their claws to fight. So Tough Claws and Intimidate would be its abilities. Normal fighting would be kind of sick, and this thing will probably be aggressive. So it would definitely be one of those Pokemon where it would attack you, and it could definitely use the new kind of battle mechanics that Legends Arceus has, where you can get hurt by Pokemon. Like, this would definitely be the one that's gonna jump you. This would be like fuck around and find out the Pokemon. So the Grumpig family. Alright, I never was really that interested in Grumpig. I always thought this was a weird Pokemon. Like, why is this weird pig psychic? I never really got it. A psychic pig. Like, pigs are smart, but why a psychic pig? I don't know. So I was like, well, there are these type of prehistoric pigs called Parentelodon. They're basically big ancient pigs. And I'm like, that works perfect. You know what I'm saying? So of course he loses the psychic typing, because why does he have it in the first place? And of course, he gets the ground and dark typing, because this pig is kind of mean. You know what I'm saying? And of course, eventually down the line, maybe they can evolve to be more psychic type, like the ones from the current day, but this is old school Sinnoh, so it's a little different. Alright, so his abilities will be Wonder Skin, Anger Point, and Thick Fat. Alright, so Aerodactyl. Alright, so we have to have like an actual ancient Pokemon in this game. So of course, why not go ahead and have Aerodactyl? He's like one of the most popular of the fossil Pokemon anyway. Have him in there and just go ahead and have him be a dragon flying type. I mean, because he's got dragon moves. He's in the dragon egg pool as far as Pokemon goes. Why not just have him be a dragon type? And to say he evolves over time to be, you know, a rock flying type like he is in the games. But he's going to be a dragon flying type, and he's going to have Tough Claws, Intimidate, and Rock Head as his abilities. And maybe he'll be like a different color or something. So, Chirumi and Cherubi. Alright, so the Chirumi family is another 4th gen Pokemon family. It's kind of interesting because they've never really done anything with this Pokemon. It has never got any Megas or anything like that. So I was like, let's give it a Sinnoh Form. So this one's based around the lantern fruit, which in China and Japan, it's a decorative poisonous berry, you know what I'm saying, that is, you know, kind of sort of connected to death in certain Asian religions. And I thought, like, why not use something like that? Because it looks kind of cool. Why not use something like that for a Pokemon? So let's say old school Cherubi was based around the lantern fruit until it evolved a little bit. Now, of course, its type is going to be grass poison because, of course, this is a poisonous fruit. But once Flower Gift is triggered under the sunlight, it gets its Death Blossom form, which it goes to Grass Ghost. And it gets 1.5 special attack and special defense. So basically, it becomes more of a special sweeper when it gets its ghost typing. So it can use stuff like Shadow Ball, stuff like that to just kind of dominate. Oh, Porygon. So Porygon's an interesting one because he has 3 different types depending on its evolutionary form. So Porygon is going to be based around the evolution of media, basically the evolution of art. So of course the original Porygon is going to be normal rock, you know, and he's going to have Arena Trap or Trace for his abilities because he's based off of the old school like rock drawings, like the first versions of art. And then of course Porygon 2 is going to be normal grass. He's going to have Hyper Cutter and of course Trace for his abilities, and he is based off of like origami art and paintings because, you know, they're done on paper or parchment or what have you. So of course the grass typing is for the paper, so it's normal grass. And then of course his last evolutionary form is Porygon Z, which he gets a normal electric type, and he gets all his normal abilities. So he gets his he gets access to all of the abilities. So Arena Trap, you know, Hyper Cutter, you know, adaptability, download, and analytic. Either one, you know what I'm saying? It can come in either one of those forms when it evolves. And of course, that represents modern art, you know, like what you're watching now. So this one's an interesting one in history. So Rotom. Alright, so Rotom, this old school Rotom is based off of the Baghdad battery. Now, if you don't know what the Baghdad battery is, it's essentially this device. It was like a jar, like a regular like type of, you know, earthen jar, and it had some metal tubes and things inside of it. And people don't exactly know what it's for. Some people think that it's a very primitive form of a battery, something that could charge electricity. Other people believe that it was made to hold specific types of scrolls. But it's interesting though, and I'm like, well, why not like make it a Pokemon? So of course, Rotom will be electric ground, and it'll still have levitate, you know, and it'll look kind of like the Baghdad battery. So of course, the last one being Swablu, another Gen 4 Pokemon. This one actually does have a Mega in real life, which in hindsight probably makes it not the best for this list, but I like it anyway because we're gonna base it off the Peacock. Alright, so it's gonna be arrogant. It's not gonna be like this big fluffy nice Pokemon. It's gonna be like a dick. It's gonna be very arrogant, very proud of itself, and of course maybe it evolves later in time to be the Swablu that we see in Sinnoh today. But this Swablu is arrogant. He's based off of the, or no, this Altaria anyway. Altaria, that's Swablu. He's going to be normal flying in a Swablu form, and then he's going to be dragon and normal, a weird typing in his final form when he's Altaria. Because, you know, he's still kind of normal, keeping that, you know, I don't, well, peacocks can fly, but I've never quite seen it. You know what I'm saying? So, dragon normal, he gets natural cure and intimidate for his abilities. Alright, so, you know what I'm saying, we didn't go as in depth in this one as far as giving them moves and stuff like we did in the other one, because it wasn't really competitive based like the other one was. But if you like this, of course, like, comment, subscribe. Check out my second channel, The Loot Box Hero, where I just reviewed James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. And as always, folks, keep it real.